am the famous American. And I am very glad that you decided to be the guest of honor, to spend the next few minutes of your life that you'll never get back. But you feel ultimately, somehow, even though your IQ wasn't raised in the process, somehow it was worth your time. And some part of you became enlightened. You became that much more one with the universe because of this video. Let's check out the comment that inspired this video. I made a video called "In the USA, It's Rare to Be of Spanish Descent Without Being Native American." Our friend Greg1, I guess is his screen name, had this to say, quote, "I'm half Spanish with absolutely no Native American DNA," end quote. And that received 2 thumbs up. Okay, so if you watch that video that I made called "In the USA, It's Rare to Be Spanish Descent Without Being Native American," something I specifically talked about is I'm not talking about if one of your parents came over from Spain and you were born here, you were first generation American, or maybe even second generation. I'm saying this. Here in the United States, typically the way it works is it's as if we are adopted children. We don't really know who our parents really are. We don't know the national heritage. All we can go on is last names. So to say that you're half Spanish, that implies, in my mind, if I'm understanding you correctly, that implies that one of your parents, you're referring to citizenship or nationality. One adult parent is from Spain. They came to the United States. They married someone who was an American, and therefore you're calling yourself half Spanish. That's my guess. And that's exactly not what I'm talking about. That's exactly the exception to the rule. The rule is the generalization that tends to be true, and therefore we are looking for these true exceptions, is you are of Spanish descent in the United States and you have no Native American DNA. And you can even trace your Spanish heritage generations back. See, that's the thing with this. When there are exceptions of people being of Spanish descent in the United States without being Native American, it's because they're still recent arrivals. And that's why. I mean, either you're a first generation American, a second generation, maybe a third generation, but beyond that, there's a reason, because that DNA, that has not been mixed in. See, the majority of people who speak Spanish in the United States and that have a Spanish last name, the majority of them absolutely have Native American DNA. So we could go back generations, whether it's in the United States or going back to Mexico or somewhere in Central or South America. That is the overwhelming story, and that's why these misperceptions occur for people in the United States. So I guess ultimately, I don't know that this person's ever going to watch any more of my videos or even recognize this video, but to say that you're half Spanish, in my mind, I'm still thinking, you're half Spanish? So what generation American are you? Are you the first full citizen, offspring of those parents? You're a first generation American? Or maybe both of your parents were born here, but your grandparents came here. So, I mean, because by that understanding, then that makes me a third generation American on my mom's side. Half of me is a third generation American. The other, who knows how many generations. But on my mom's side, both of her parents were first generation, which means I'm third generation half. That I might need to put that in the title. Yeah, okay, that's a good place to stop. Let's start discussing on that right here, right now in the comments.